Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of Firepower Threat Defense series. In this video, we are going to talk about remaining options under the health section of FMC. So let's jump onto the FMC. If we go to system and under health, in this video, we are going to discuss events, exclude and monitor alert section. If I click on the event section, this section has the information about the health monitor events. Okay, that happen. So if you see on the device FMC, one module was run, module name was memory uses, test name was memory uses memory test, and the value was 80, which means my FMC has memory uses of a value of 80 as per this test. Okay, units are shown as NA, but I believe it's the percentage section. Okay, similarly, you see here the percentage section, this is for the disk uses, and in the last column you can see on which device this test was run. Okay, so this is what you see in the health event section. You just see basically a log of every module run and every test run, what time it was run, and a brief description about it, values, units, status, what was the outcome of the specific test, what domain it belonged to, and what device did it run against. Now let's look at the other option, which is exclude option. Okay, what is the exclude option? Suppose you want to exclude some devices from health monitoring, or maybe a specific module on a device. Okay, you can do both of the options here. Like suppose if I want to exclude routed FTD from the health monitoring, I'll go here, I'll select routed FTD and I'll say exclude from the health monitoring and I will apply the configuration. Once I apply, you see, following are the devices that are excluded for health alerts. Entire device or specific health modules can be excluded. So not really they are out of the monitoring, but it's just for them alerts won't be generated. I was wrong at the start. So basically the alerts won't be generated for them. Now, if I click on this action, right now you see all health modules are excluded for this device and exclude period is permanent. We can select the period, which is, from the values which are mentioned here. I want the permanent, so forever, and I want module level exclusion. I want only not to generate health alert for interface status because my LAN side usually stays shut down until or unless I use it for the testing. So I can just toggle this switch off and I'll say this module is exempted from health alerts permanently and it applies on all interfaces. If you put here, you can even select the specific interface. For what interface, this interface status is excluded. For now, we'll keep all interfaces and let's hit OK. Okay, now you see one module excluded and just apply. So that's how you can exclude entire device or specific modules on device from health alerts. Now let's look at the monitor alerts. Now suppose I want to send the health alert to my email, SNMP or syslog server, based on as they appear on the FMC or as soon as FMC detects them. In order to add an alert here, first you need to configure a alert server. Uh, Cisco configures it at a very odd place, but think of it as like you are giving it information of syslog and the SNMP server and the email if needed. Okay, so first you have to go to policies and then under actions you go alerts. Okay, and these sending of alert to syslog and SNMP is known as response to that alert. Okay, first let's create a SNMP alert server. I have deployed a Windows machine which has SNMP and syslog installed on it. Now let's add it. What will be the name? Let's say SNMP hyphen server. Sorry, what is the IP address? 192.168.253.102. Okay, what is the SNMP version? I am going with V2 and my community string is FMC. That's it. That's how you can add a SNMP server for the alert receiving. Now here, let's add one more, which will be syslog. We have deployed both. Syslog, host IP address 192.168.253.102. It's the same server which is running SNMP and syslog. Port is 514. Facility is local 7. Alert severity, I would say, should be critical. And then I'll just save it here. So all alerts generated by local 7 facility of critical will be sent to this syslog. Now let's configure the health monitor alerts. Go back to health monitor alerts, click on add. Let's add an alert. I'll say appliance heartbeat. Right now, both of my FTDs, which are managed by this FMC, are turned off. So they are not sending a heartbeat, and my FMC is showing a red mark and saying, okay, I'm not receiving a heartbeat from these two appliances. Now, what should be the severity of the health alert? It should be critical because in my case, it is critical. An appliance not sending heartbeat is a critical severity alert. Now, alert, I mean to say whom to send. SNMP server as well as also send to syslog. Okay, send to both. Threshold timeout. How often to send? So I'll say every 5 minutes send. Okay, and then what to send, basically for what modules. So I would say appliance heartbeat. Where is appliance heartbeat? Yeah, here is it. You see appliance heartbeat. Okay, appliance heartbeat, and just hit save. Now you see, just remember, note that health alerts are applied to all the devices, but I'm doing this configuration in global section, and in global section only my FMC is present, which can monitor the appliance heartbeat. Okay, that's why it will only. Now let's go back to our health and the monitor section. Okay, and let me bring up our this SNMP and syslog server. It is here, it is up and running. I should see two messages popping up here, one by FMC, one via syslog. So you see right now my FMC has this red icon here, critical. Why this is red? Because appliance is not sending heartbeat. The modules was last run at 11:14, so it's 11:19 now. It should be running automatically, or let's run it manually. If you run it manually, it should send the two alerts out here once the module run is finished. Let's wait. It is still saying 11:14. Okay, I just want the module to run and generate those alerts. Okay, now it's showing 11:19. So it just run. Now let's see what happened. You see, I got two logs. This log, which starts with community FMC, is came to the SNMP server. Okay, and this came to the syslog server. You see, local 7.critical, local 7.debug. Okay, and what is the message in both of them? Appliance heartbeat, transparent FTD is not sending heartbeat. Okay, and here appliance heartbeat, appliance transparent FTD is not sending heartbeats. Similarly, you will get the messages once you forward them to your SNMP or syslog server. So that was a demo of how you can monitor the health alerts. Okay, like suppose right now my FMC says FMC is showing red because my appliance is not sending heartbeat. Now let's do one thing. Go to exclude, add a device, show click on our FMC, and then exclude a specific module on FMC and permanent and appliance heartbeat permanent. Now my FMC should turn there green because now this module is excluded from generating the health alert, and that red sign should disappear under the health monitor soon when the monitor runs next time. Let's see, it might take some time to disappear, but yeah, give it some time. Last run was 11:19. I'll give it some time. You see, nothing. Now it is not even showing that message here. That message just disappeared from here. Now, let's do this and this, or either I need to, this is just now the GUI thing. I'll go to policy and then I'll come back to monitor. See, it has now become Ember. Warning, it's showing a warning because of memory uses. But you see, now we do not have any alert for appliance heartbeat. So that's how you can exclude the modules from the health monitor alerts using the exclude option or the entire device. You can see health events within events option, and you can send alerts to SNMP server, a syslog server, or an email server using the monitor alerts option where you can configure the alerts. But in order to configure the servers who will receive the alerts, you have to go to policies, actions, and under the alerts, you have to configure those servers. Okay. So that's it for this video. And hope you had a good learning. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day.